Tree Boy Fresh, dopest podcast on the planet. You dig?
Hey, right back like we never left on full blast like a motherfucker. God damn. Turn me down in the headphones, B. Yo,
Yeah.
Tree Boy Fresh, dopest podcast on the planet.
You dig?
Where pop culture meets pot culture. Do me a favor and subscribe to our channel real quick. I'm right back in the building, man. Fresh from the Hall of Flowers. My man, Doja EK.
Yee! Once again, we back at it. Me and my boy Freddie Biggin here getting ready to smoke mad doinks with some mad flavors.
Ooh,
that
about to get it
luckily
real lit.
some real lit. Luckily some dope designer cultivators was able to bless me with some treats today to smoke. So we're gonna be talking about that.
I'm like, do I got a fucking lighter?
Oh, bruh. Yes, you do. But yeah, no, man. On
Hall
this
of Flowers, man. How was it?
Hall of Flowers was probably the best cannabis event I have been to.
Really?
Yes.
Damn, I feel like I missed out. Last year when I didn't know Gary Vee was coming till he was already there, so I felt like I missed out because you know what I'm saying, I'm a Gary Vee head. I didn't get the sneakers though. Them motherfuckers sold out, bro. Who would ever thought entrepreneur sneakers sell out, bro? In like 20 hours. I was like, oh, I figured, you know what I mean? I was like, damn, these motherfuckers will probably go on sale or some shit. I was like, hey, they were kind of smooth though. K Swiss. I'm like, I'm not.
He brought K Swiss back
Yeah,
though, bro.
Two things. I was
brought
like,
them back.
an entrepreneur shoe, how big could that be? And K Swiss, how big could that be? Next thing you know, man, you can't even find them motherfuckers for resale.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
motherfuckers
bro.
got them and they're like,
He could have brought
that's
Shaq's back.
commodity.
He could have brought Shaq's back. But no, man, that's what I guess that comes with the title of, you know, like of an entrepreneur, but also motivational individual, bro. Like you inspiring the whole fucking world to get off their ass and do something.
Right.
That's pretty dope. But no, he actually owns like either 40-50% of the company that throws Hall of Flowers.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, after the first one, if I'm not
Really?
mistaken,
The
he
marketing
invested.
company?
Yeah,
Okay.
he invested into. I forgot.
So
It's
if
like
you
green
don't know,
something.
Hall of Flowers is a business-to-business trade show. All the biggest names in the industry were there.
Yes.
EK could elaborate, bro. He was in the building.
Yeah, man, we had Sherbinskis, you had Cookies, so you had Jigga, Burner, and you had Powers all there. You had some big names in the concentrate company. You had Field. You had who else was there? Friendly Farms was there. Biscotti was there. Biscotti's actually a brand of extracts.
A brand of
A brand of extracts. I had no clue. I walked by the Sherbinski booth. I see the Sherbinski setup looking super orange, super nice. It's like everything's very nice and detailed with the representatives, very professional. It's a nice layout. But then you look over to the right and you see a yellow and black setup. So I'm thinking, oh, it's a collab with Friendly Farms.
Black and yellow.
Black and yellow. You know, I thought it was a Friendly Farms collab. But nope. It actually ended up being a brand called Biscotti. They do a lot of the extracts for Sherbinski. And, bro, they had some, like, they actually had some,
dope
gas, bro.
That's
yeah.
a garbage ass name, bro. Their name is trash, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Biscotti.
Like,
yeah.
everybody knows what Scotty is, and especially, did they have Scotty extracts?
They did
If you don't
not.
got no real
They
deal
did
with
not.
Scotty
They
extracts,
did
how you
not.
gonna name yourself
They did
Scotty
not.
extracts? Bro, that's like
That's a
the
good point.
runts with no runt. That's like a motherfucker from runts like, hey, bro, I got these sour D's for you. You know what I mean?
yeah. No, I
Like,
feel
how
that.
you gonna be fucking rep the Scotty and ain't got the Scotty?
Oh man, who knows?
Especially about the
Maybe it's a bigger business move waiting to happen.
maybe they're gonna have Biscotti.
You know what I'm saying?
They're
Like,
hoping to have
you know what I'm saying?
Biscotti.
Like, maybe they're gonna get Biscotti, maybe not. Maybe it's just like a leverage thing. You know what I'm saying? Have the upper hand on some stuff. Either way,
Maybe they're gonna blow $1 million in marketing in full tents in 3 months. You know,
Correct.
Didn't happen.
Connected was there too. Shout out to Connected, to the homie Ted. Ted who's been here many times for several other shows. But
Return of the Alien.
Return of the Alien Labs as well. He was out there though, showing mad love, bro. He was actually, you know, like again. For those that don't know what Hall of Flowers is, it isn't your average, you know, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pay this to go and get super high with these celebrities and hope to take a picture with them. It's none of that. This eliminates all of you guys that want to do that.
Damn. That's just kind of lit.
Yeah, no, you know, so it's like none disrespectful. It's just there's a lot of people who go to High Times or go to Emerald Cup or even Kush Talk. You know what I'm saying? For the people in that in that gray area out there in LA, like they're going out there to network. They want to be able to to talk like with the cultivator or the distributor per se. But, when you go to High Times and all these other events, you got people who want to try shit for free. You got people that are just smoking, people getting way too high to even fucking, process what it is that you're saying. So this event was really cool because you were around a lot of other enlightened individuals that were really trying to take off in this new type of cannabis market. Yeah, in this new industry because it's changing so frequently and different, dude. Like this Hall of Flowers compared to the last one, I promise you, bro, was nothing know what I'm saying? Like it was.
Yo, that shit sold out. I wanted
yeah.
to go, but all the speakers are sold out.
Bro,
And I was
$380.
like, man.
You know what I'm saying for each day. But if you bought the first day, you know the wristband was the same, so you could just walk in. You know, so it was cool. They didn't. Next year they're probably gonna do something different though. They're probably gonna get like a different color wristband for the second day. Be like, nah, nope, you gotta pay another $380. But no, it was cool. So I actually linked up. Me and shout out to Doja Pack too.
21 Savage a lot.
Yeah, bro, a lot. It's ridiculous amounts of money. But then again, you got to understand, what are you going there for? You also get a chance to sit at panels.
Yeah, I know Ted was a speaker. Burner was a speaker.
Burner was a speaker with Bobby Hundreds. They were talking about branding and marketing, like, you know what I'm saying, like marketing yourself, which was good. At the very, I think I like the Burner's portion more. Maybe it's because I can relate to it a little bit. Like Bobby Hundreds, he doesn't really like smoke weed. So, like, you know, he was just like, he's like, yeah, I don't smoke weed, but you guys are making it look very fun.
Weed?
He don't
Bro,
smoke
that's
weed.
the wackest thing you can say at a cannabis event. Hey, so I'm out here eating off y'all, but just to let you know, I don't smoke. Nah, but hey, I got love for Bobby Hundreds. Bobby Hundreds, he like really was an innovator in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like the Hundreds brand.
He was.
He had his blogs online. He was finding new lanes to advertise and market his shit, create a buzz, and get shit moving. So I will say that in the time where, I don't know what you would want to call it. They got to name that era to where it was like technology was a lot newer. All these apps were newer. Blogging was new. You know what I mean? Bobby Hundreds was out there. He was blogging. He was making his movement. So shout out to him, though. But that's kind of lame, bro. You trying to eat off the community without smoking. There's a lot of those, though. You know what I mean? That shit crazy. I don't smoke.
I don't know how much he's trying to eat off the community. I mean, I see what you're saying of eating off the community because, you know what I'm saying, of a streetwear brand and everything like that. But I don't think his brand was ever per se like towards like stoners and shit, you know? Like,
no, but I mean, he don't smoke and he's at a cannabis, you know what I'm saying?
I feel it. I mean, how about this? How about all the other people that own businesses and are first-time investors for cannabis and they don't smoke weed and they're just there to network? For example, like maybe Bobby Hundreds hooking up with Burner might bring something bigger.
Fuck them.
Hey man,
it's a lot of those. There's a lot of people.
I'm not defending these cats. I'm just saying there's a lot of variables now, bro.
Weed or they're just some shrewd investors.
Yeah, because you
know
show
it's
up.
a good investment. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people like that know it's a good investment. They're trying to get in. Those are the I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna stereotype, but those are the culture vultures.
Yeah,
those are the motherfuckers like
those are your Drakes.
Like you were in the oil industry then, and now you're pushing flowers. Like,
I heard that.
Okay, you came up in here with some dough. You know what I mean? You were like your plumbing business took off. You had a couple extra bands put up, and then you're like, let's buy a cultivation.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of people struggling to get in, and so that's what it is. And
there's several of those people.
It is a good thing. It is a good thing for entrepreneurs and being out there. But just being from the culture, you see our shit getting like
it's a good
ransacked.
Thing.
You know what I mean? You see motherfuckers who have worked hard in the industry, weren't be able to get licensed, getting ran out of the business, and you see a motherfucker with a bag who doesn't know anything about the shit, who wants to fucking grow.
That's a team.
Grow sour diesel and shit, but he has the funds and do it. And those are the people like that are moving into space.
Correct.
So I think a lot of people who are like true to the game and been in this shit are like, man, look at all these motherfuckers in the game. They don't even fuck with it, but they're big.
Yeah, no, for real. And I think another way to look at it too, man, is you gotta understand like the ones that have been in the game the longest, like they got the talent, they got the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Most businesses start with somebody who has the talent, the hustle, and everything. You know what I'm saying? The drive.
But you know, like the successful. Listen, I'm about to put here's the free game. The successful people outsource the shit they're not good at to great people. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of good cultivators. They can't handle the logistics of a business. You know what I mean? There's a lot of business people who have no clue about gardening. So it's about finding the right people. Like if you have enough money, you know what I'm saying? You bring in the right builder. You bring in the right grower. You outsource genetics. Like, you know, if your funds is right, bro, you can really make this shit move. You know what I mean? Shout out to Seven Leagues, bro. They're out here crushing shit. You know what I mean? They had some of the most advanced cultivation techniques I've ever seen, bro. I was like really impressed with their cultivation. They got good cultivators in. They got good brand ambassadors. You know what I mean? They got Sammy Bundles.
Shout out Sammy.
Yeah,
he was there at Hall of Flowers.
So
too,
they're really doing their thing. And there's you know what I mean? I think they were new to the industry, and they came in here and they rocked their shit.
With a bang, for sure. They came in here with a huge bang. At the same time, I feel like it kind of goes back to my point of saying they had that good the brand ambassading team. You know, they got good influencers and everything, and that goes hand in hand. Like, you know, you can't build. You could have all the fucking money in the world. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you don't know what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? You don't have the guidance, or you don't know, like, you don't have the consultants to kind of guide you what strains you should grow and everything.
Motherfucker who does.
Yeah, most definitely. And at that point too, maybe not even hired. Like, to a lot of people out there listening, you're out here thinking like, fuck, bro, I'm hella talented at this and at that. But you know what I'm saying? I don't got the funds. I don't have this. There's somebody else that's out there that's unfucking talented, that doesn't know what to do with their money, but they're looking for you. Like, they're looking for you to be able to push their shit, looking for you to be able to like give the animosity that you have in your life to their life to be able to push whatever dreams they have that might mesh with your dreams. Like, that's like I learned that a lot this week, you know what I'm saying, last week at Hall of Flowers. Several people there who was just walking up to like people that they've seen on IG, people they, you know what I'm saying, like on TV, just saying, hey, you know, I've seen what you've been doing for years. I see that you're a cultivator. I see that you're an ambassador. I see that you do this and that. I would like to know what an investor has to do to get with that, to kind of like, be able to get that follow. You know what I'm saying? So I saw a lot of that at Hall of Flowers. Yeah. And I think that's what I'm saying. That's why I liked Hall of Flowers. It gave you a
No, there's a lot of investors. You know, I sat down. I had a business meeting in Beverly Hills. Shit was real fancy. I felt all fancy and shit. You know what I mean? And I was talking to these rich business people. You know what I mean? They were in sports management. They had sports management money, and they knew there was money in cannabis, but they didn't know how, like, people were making money. You know what I mean? And I was like talking to them, and then I threw down like 3-4 revenue streams for him. They're like, the dude looked at me. He's like, "You're a fucking unicorn." And I was like, "Damn, that's crazy, bro." Because like, they didn't know how to get money. You know what I mean? They didn't know how to get money. And I was like, "Oh, you could do this, you could do that." You know what I mean? You could do. There's like several ways to make money.
Oh man, you should have charged for that.
Well, we were talking about coming into a partnership. You know what I mean?
Got you.
So I was giving them some like logistics and like and then really they didn't have the money that they appeared to have. I was like, "What?" Oh, I thought we were working with.
That's another way they get you in this industry.
You need $2 million if you want to open up a new cannabis business. I mean, I'm just generalization out there. You want to open up a cultivation or some shit, bro? You need $2 million. If you want a dispensary, you might need $4 million to get a dispensary. So if you want to come with some new shit, you need some dough. But you know what I did learn from the big homies like out there doing it is they have strong fucking teams, bro. Like the motherfuckers have strong teams. They got drivers that are like up and down the state. That, you know what I mean? They got cultivators that they're dealing with and working with and managing with.
It's like finding everybody in their spot. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in their talents. Everybody where they're reliable, loyal, and working. Like everybody's
really,
doing.
I believe you can't do it alone.
Oh, absolutely not,
You know what I'm saying? If you could do it alone, I'd be doing it, bro.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, for
sure. Everybody knew, like, Kobe never got a ring until Shaq got there.
Fact. You know what I'm saying? Jordan didn't get one until Pippen showed up.
Exactly. So,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
If I had a Shaq, bruh, I mean, but.
I'm telling you. Yeah, no, man, just the point in general, bro. You can definitely never do it yourself. Yeah, none of these people.
There's only 24 hours in the day,
let's take Cali Plug, bro. You may not even see Cali Plug's team. You know what I'm saying? Until you go to an event, one of their pop-ups or fucking like you just see him walking up and like he ends up telling you, "Oh yeah, no, this person does my PR, this person does the market, this person does this." You know, like I think it's incredible to, you know what I'm saying, an incredible fact. I mean, for people to understand, like, yo, like it ain't just who that front face is.
Space Monkey Meds got squad.
They got a big squad, bro. They got a down squad.
Man, they had fucking they had pop-ups at every event for a long time when it was still legal.
Yes.
When it was still legal, bro, they would have teams. Yeah, when it was on the 215 shit, they would have teams at like 3 different events. You know what I mean? They would have teams at 3 different events. They would be out there marketing. Not to mention all the cultivators, the branding, the people who did the logistics for their like weed maps and their Instagram. So you were like, man, that's a big ass production, bro. When you look at it like that, it's like a big ass production, and it is. It's a multi-million-dollar company. You know what I mean? It's a multi-million-dollar company, and like the wheels are turning, and it's like, fuck, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta. It's a totally different game once you get that high up there too. Especially right now, man. Like. The shit that I heard at Hall of Flowers with how shit is just ridiculously changing.
And getting bigger.
Oh, my God. But it's getting big. I talked to one company, bro. I talked to a company that, like, they just asked. I don't see how some of these people are, you know, they have the legal license, but, like, they're keeping themselves afloat. And it's like, bro, the ones that are doing it, they have mad money. Like, they got millions on millions to be able to lose a lot in this process to keep building their following and their brand. So when everything does get kind of settled in and how it should be, they're ready to go. Other people who went legal and don't have the means to stay sustained, oh, bro, they're feeling it right now because they just paid their new facility permits, or they got their temps. They paid all these thousands of dollars just to right now be bleeding themselves dry, just to be legal.
Man, I was at a meeting with a company. They're talking about, you know, we're trying to figure out the logistics. We got licensing. We got several licenses. We got properties. They had a lot of the legwork, but they didn't know really what the fuck they were doing. You know what I mean? And I was like, damn. They're like, okay, so we're down 600, and they're like planning to move for the future. And I'm like, bruh, buildings, licenses, build outs, down 600 bands. How much money do these people have? And they're just like, yeah, this is just the first inning. Or like, you know what I mean? You got to take some money to make money. And I'm like, damn, bro, how much money y'all got?
Yeah, no, exactly. That's the first thing that comes to mind. When you're just spending about doing all this, you're like, whoa, we're negative right now, if you didn't know.
Yeah, that's what it's hard that a lot of the shit isn't selling at the pace they'd want it to sell. But I think there's a lot of it's a big umbrella and it's a lot to do. You start up a cultivation, you're like, okay, you start up a cultivation and you're like worried about, creating dope flower. Mm-hmm. But then you haven't even started to create a brand. So nobody even regardless of the quality of your flower, unless you have a brand that's attached to that, it doesn't really give it the value. You know what I mean?
That's
so you have to have a brand. You have to have a brand. You have to establish a brand. You need social media, brand ambassador.
100%.
You know what I mean? You need to have presence at a lot of these functions.
Oh yeah.
On top of that, you have to pair that with like excellent cultivation, high quality cultivation, people who know exactly what they're doing.
Correct.
And people who can meet the demand.
For sure.
It's a demanding market, and it's a come and go market, bro. It's what have you done for me lately market, you know what
It
I mean?
is. It is. That's exactly where we're at.
One bad batch will fuck a company up. One bad batch will fuck a company up, you know what I mean? One bad seed drop. One bad seed drop, man, will wreck a breeder. So.
It'll fuck up their reputation. You can be the biggest thing in the fucking game tonight. Tomorrow morning, bro, they're gonna run you out of California. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, bro.
But the good news is there's like a ton of opportunities opening up in the cannabis industry. It's only getting bigger. It's growing faster and faster and faster. You know what I mean? So
it's growing faster for sure, and it's just opening. That's what I'm saying. I think I brought it up like on three shows already. It's like every opportunity that's opening for itself is leading to a bigger one right now because like everyone's position. I feel like no one sees how everyone's position is only going to be evolving and evolving. Right. Like most people are getting into this industry thinking it's like any other industry. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get in this and then I'll get a promotion. It's like, nah, motherfucker, your promotion might come in a month, depending on how good your utilize your talent is. You know, like if your talent is being utilized the way it should be, and that team that grabbed you and now is placing you in their fucking blueprint, they need to find that best place for you. And if they're not doing it, man,
there's a lot of crazy. There's a lot of talented people who hopped on board projects and they realized that the ship was sinking.
Yeah,
like hell, these motherfuckers came in with $2 million. They got a great plan. Their plan isn't executing. They're not making money, and motherfuckers is hopping off the ship.
Hopping off the
ship. And you got to stay down to fucking get down. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
You got to believe in the overall. Like,
I've seen some of these businesses struggle that I think are going to flourish.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
for sure.
And I think some of these brands are flourishing that are going to struggle. So
that's because they got people who all believe in in the same outcome, bro. Like they all see the same vision, the dream. It might be in different perspectives, but they all ultimately have the same goal. Once I feel like that's there, I feel like everybody's just on go mode. Like that's what I saw at Hall of Flowers. I did see a whole lot of other brands, bro. I'm like, you are not gonna fucking be here in like, you know what I'm saying? Like in a matter of like a couple months or maybe a year. I don't know how long, but you are not gonna be here. Like when your reps aren't like giving a fuck about your product, you know what I'm saying? Like they're not. There you go. They're not like caring about your product, but they're still like just there to get their pay or whatever the fuck the reason is. Yeah, whatever the fuck it is. But you're just there telling me like, well, like I haven't really tried any of them. It's all right, strike fucking one. Like, why you can't tell me about your product? Cool. It's like, oh yeah, well, I mean, you can find us at certain locations. I'm like, you're not giving me any personal information to contact you directly, and you're the distributor. All right, cool.
And you're not building any value.
And you're not building any. Oh, thank you. That was 3. You're not building any value, and you're not representing your squad the way that they need you to.
Why do I want to smoke your weed? It's all this weed out here, but you got to give me a reason to burn on your tree.
Why does my dispensary? Why does my delivery? Why does my distribution company want to come through to your facility, pick up your product, and have it on the shelf? Let me know right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, I mean, right now we're like number 3 on like Weed Maps. Like, no, I don't want to hear about. I don't give a fuck what you're paying to be on Weed Maps.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
that's one of the main. That's one of the.
I get mad at that shit, and I feel like some people probably listen to this and be like, damn, this motherfucker sounds he sounds really angry at this shit.
Hey, Weed Maps is like. Man, I got like I'm hot and cold with Weed Maps. Weed Maps is cool, like for the patients and for like customers, but they're a motherfucking ripoff, bruh. Like
for both the
patients.
You
don't even hear if like there was that shit in San Diego where they just hit everybody who was on Weed Maps. And so Weed Maps will know the shit is illegal. They'll keep taking your money, but they're making you a target. You know what I mean? They work with law enforcement. You know what I mean? And it's like it's a corporation that's just getting money. They're like, well, that's how we get money. So we'll just
that's
do
all
it,
it is.
Anyways.
That's all it is.
And,
Shit, let's take it back to the medical days when they were charging everybody like they were taking anything from any like vendor, having like the best, quote unquote, the best product headlining on weed maps, and it's the one that has pesticides, failing fucking, you know what I'm saying, like all these tests and shit.
Failed all the tests.
Nah,
man. That's your number one fucking
weed
brand.
maps, y'all motherfuckers went downhill, and y'all went downhill fast.
So they're still getting money, bro. I always talk about that.
Crazy.
In the gold rush, it was the people selling shovels that made the most money. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In the green rush, it's motherfuckers like weed maps who are selling like advertisements. So every unlicensed dispensary last week in San Diego, Temecula Valley got hit. And it was like 28 of them or some shit. Don't quote me on that. But although everybody who was posted on weed maps got hit, I was like, ooh, don't fall for the weed maps.
But that was said, right? I mean, I could have sworn, bro, that
Bro, if you don't got a license and you're opening a dispensary, that shit's illegal. It's not even like gray area anymore. You like
for sure. But I'm talking about that news leaked that weed maps was supposed to, you know what I'm saying? They were supposed to like raid spots like that, you know. I mean, like, I just feel like maybe people thought they wouldn't do it because, like, bro, they won't do it. They just took like $3,000 of my $3,000 from me last month. They ain't gonna snitch on me.
To a certain extent, it's like the cops. There's not enough cops to police the shit. You know what I mean?
That's factual.
There's 100 unlicensed fucking deliveries on weed maps. You know what I mean? The fucking cops don't even have time to get all that. Motherfuckers get killed out here.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers get killed out here. There's other drugs being served. We didn't doing shit. And this is just something that's been going on. The biggest thing about all this bullshit I like is just they're stopping fake products, bro. I like that shit. I like how that people are getting in tune with that. I don't like how
because the bootlegging is just getting out of control.
Yeah, man, and
that shit does kill some shit. Like when you think you're getting one thing and it's not that. And it's not that.
And it's not that. That's why shout out to all you bootleggers, man, for playing out all these bags because pretty soon it ain't gonna mean shit. It's just going to be like, do you really got the dope or you got the booth?
Both. I think it's going to be a combination. You're going to have branding and you're going to have – it's getting more competitive. Now you got to have branding, you got to have packaging, and you got to have some power. Like your shit better be loud too. So, yeah. So, you know, there's been some brands that have been winning off branding that we always talk about. And we're not going to point no fingers at that. Like, man, their products don't always be what they're, you know.
You might have gotten the real thing. It just ain't the one.
It might not have been fake. It might have been the real thing, but it just wasn't him. You know what I mean? With excellent marketing. Like, damn. Because, like bro was saying, like Ted was saying, you know, a lot of these rappers don't smoke the greatest weed. So they be out here endorsing some shit, and you're like, you know, young such and such, bruh, smokes this shit. It must be the shit. You know what I mean? They're like, nah, bruh. They just gave him a couple zips. He gave him an Instagram shout out, you know, and it wasn't really him.
And it wasn't him, bro. He threw that bag away in the trash after that video.
Nah, he smoked it. You know,
You're
a hot ass rapper from fucking the Midwest, bro. You get a bag of anything from Cali, bro. That shit is gold.
Bro. I mean, yeah, I can't relate.
I can't. I met a rapper from the South. I'm not gonna say no names. You know what I mean? We were backstage fucking with him. They're like, oh, we got the tree dude. They had this hippie, you know, with him, with some lows, Like, I was like, yeah, with some bullshit. And I was like, I wasn't trying to disrespect and be like, this ain't him. You know what I mean? This ain't him. But to the rapper dude, I was like, bruh, before you leave, you know what I'm saying? You're in Sac. This is Sacramento, city of trees, bro. You got to get some real cook, some real rapper weed. You know what I mean? I blessed him with some shit before he took off. But I was like, this motherfucking rapper, lightweight, you know what I'm saying? Not like, you know, I think a couple 100,000 followers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wasn't like Jigga or anything, but
yeah,
like a strong presence in the game, smoking on some bullshit.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was like, bro, you guys are really smoking on some bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? And you know when your bag is so strong, you don't even really want to put it in their face like that. Like, I'm not gonna blam you like this and be like, okay, you know what I mean? You're sipping on the Taka vodka, and we got the Privilege Hennessy over here. So I was like keeping it smooth. But there's a lot of rappers, bro. You better step your tree game up.
Yeah,
a lot of rappers, they just smoke what comes through the studio. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers come through the blow. I blow on that. It's not like, you know.
Yeah, man, like Fat
walks into the club with a midget.
Oh yeah. Yeah, nah, bro. Like, what's his name? Fat Boy SSE. I think he's a trap rapper now, but he became like an IG personality star. Like, yo, man, I was going on IG and I was commenting on a picture of his until I saw another picture of him asking for a blunt roller. Fool grabs his jar of weed. Like, I need someone to roll all this, bro. Straight depths. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just
Trash.
yeah, bro.
Bottom of the bag,
and I'm
too.
just like, nah, bro.
Bottom
my man
of the
cannot
bag,
be
too.
smoking like this, bro. My
Like,
man
that's
cannot
that
be.
Cali. That's that Cali.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, oh my.
He was like,
Oh
I need
my.
y'all to roll up this fire for me. And I was like, no, bro, don't call that shit
No.
fire, bro. Come on.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
So, bro, on the real, like, at Fat Boy, if you watching, bro,
That's
on
Reggie's big brother.
I'm on the hump. That is Reggie's big brother Reginald right there, bro. I'm
Big
telling
brother
you.
Reginald.
I'm telling you. Nah, bro, I'm gonna get that man some fire exotics, bro. He needs it. I don't know what the fuck he been
A
blessed
lot
with.
of people need it right now, bro. It's lightweight drought season out here. You know what I did? I feel like
Where?
Hey, I feel like a lot of people saying it's drought season and a lot of other people gloating.
Yeah.
Like, not around here. Not around here. Everybody who got it, bro, with full belly. So like,
Well, hey, man. I mean, it just depends who you know. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
think it's an evolution of the game. It's changing. It's
It's going back to old school
shit. Is going
shit,
legal,
man.
It's not going to be the
I
same.
mean, you can tell us
where-
about that, bro. I mean, I'm a young in your eyes, apparently. I'm 26. You over here like, nah, bro, the game used to be like this. So I'm over here like, I'm loving
No,
it
I
then.
was
If it used to be
saying,
like this, I love that we
The
taking
Prop
shit back.
215 era was like
Like-
going crazy though. No, I like the Prop 215 era was good for everybody. I think that like there was a lot of people cultivating. There was a lot of good weed going around. We've seen the prices of weed drop down lower than they've ever been in,
That's what I
in the
heard,
modern
yeah.
era.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I've heard exactly.
So yeah, like the weed is getting cheaper and it's getting better. And it's like, you know, like so it couldn't be, I don't know. I guess it couldn't be good forever. Maybe it could be good forever. I don't know. Like it depends because they're shutting down a lot of grows, bro.
That's what I'm
Like-
saying. Yeah, like that's I understand that being the fucked up part. Yes, they are shutting down a whole lot of grows that have been around for fucking a minute, bro, helping
that's
a
the
lot of
fucked up
folks
thing.
eat, bro,
It was like
keeping
a
the
lot of-
economy going
There was a
well.
lot of independent. You might have call it independent small businesses. That's how they lived, and that's how their families lived. People lived that for generations. So I think that money is still going to be there, but now it's getting sucked up by big corporations and the small farmers.
very true.
There's land for sale left and right in Humboldt. Motherfuckers is giving up the game, can't get licensed. Know that you know what I'm saying. You get raided a couple times. Motherfuckers is getting out of Humboldt right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. They don't want to be there no more, bro. Coast Guard out there right now. In that
It used to be a
chopper.
hippie heaven for growing, you know what I mean? Now it's Murder Mountain and shit.
Yeah.
Like at some point, you know, it was happy hippies out there fucking naked growing weed and shit.
Were there always happy hippies,
Yeah.
bro?
No,
Motherfuckers
that's
was
how the
going
shit-
missing back then too,
Bro,
though.
that was on even on, not as
I don't know how
much.
happy these fools were, bro.
So
From all these shit that I've seen, all these fools like they don't look too happy to be up there, bro. They're just like they just waiting for their time to get paid, bro. They're like, yeah, we.
I don't know. I
I'm
think there's some
saying,
people
like-
built into that shit. The second, third generation growers who are like from the rural areas and that's their shit. They're like, that's their shit. They take pride in it. Hey, people from Humboldt take pride in being from Humboldt and like, you know, they really believe that their products are superior and they're worth more money because they're from Humboldt. I don't always agree. I'd be like, I understand these came from Humboldt, but they
mean-
look like the same ones that we get in Eldo County for 2 points cheaper.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know. So I don't always agree, but I will say this.
It's because of
Humboldt people are very
the
prideful.
stigma that they got, bro. That's all.
Well, they did it first. They did biggest. I will admit that. Motherfuckers was growing big.
Bro, with all that fucking land, if you didn't, I don't know what the fuck you'd be doing. Like
the perfect climate.
Yeah,
Some
that-
happy hippies
yes.
found the perfect climate,
Yes.
started blowing it out, and then found out that it was profitable, and then it just, you know, it grew as it grew. It grew as it grew. So now it is a $1 billion industry, bro.
yeah, but it's
big out here.
expensive to live up there too, though, bro. I won't say like hella expensive, but it's pretty pricey, man. Up there, fucking like in
Now the
Humboldt.
prices are dropping because all these people are abandoning farms. If you look up there now, it ain't what it was. If you looked at like 4 years ago, what it cost, you know, they were charging, bruh, and there wasn't too many spots available. Now there's a bunch of land for sale and shit.
All these people did.
A lot of people dip. I wonder what the hemp growing laws are. Grab me 10 acres and throw up some industrial hemp, bruh. Industrial hemp is like where it's at, like as far as
You never make
what
bread.
they can make off of it. You know what I mean? Like you can
You
build a
do
house
everything.
from industrial
Yeah,
hemp.
you can do
Yeah, that
everything
shit,
with that shit.
is biodegradable. It's stronger than like plastic. It's all the shit. I'm like, I believe in hemp, and you get CBD from it. They're like, I gotta look deeper into this shit. I gotta look deeper. See, the problem is I'm not a farmer.
Yeah,
I have farmed. You know what I mean? I bust down, I shovel soil, bro. I did all the whole shit. But that's not me. That's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
no, I've only grown
don't
once
know.
in a closet in an
I'm
apartment.
not really out on the land type
I don't think
dude.
I did it. I don't even think I flushed correctly. I think I fucking smoked up all them nutrients I had up in that
Yeah,
bitch, bro.
I'm not big on shoveling. I'm not like, yeah, that's not.
Said shoveling?
Yeah, bro, that's part of farming. Part of farming is moving soil. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
dog.
That's what, hey, motherfuckers be like, we got to move some soil. Whenever you say you got to move soil, that means shovel dirt. Move some soil means shovel dirt, bro. I'm like, damn, we going out here.
Shout out to Chico, bro.
Man,
I'm
out there
here
moving
shoveling.
soil, huh?
My man over here shoveling.
That's what
bro.
you need to tell him. Like, what's up, bro? You out there moving soil? Be like, bruh, you don't even understand. I'm like, oh, God.
Ah, my nigga told me that shit the other day. It's like, bro, you don't even, nigga, if you came up here, bro, you saw what we was doing, you go right back to sack.
Man, for real.
I believe it, bro. The way y'all making it sound right now.
Money is well earned. It's money is well earned.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I
And you
mean?
deserve that majority cut every single time. I'm already, yeah, bro. That's
why
something.
farm boys are all strong, because they're doing hard fucking work,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
Like,
Yeah. That's right. Only the head cultivators are born with the.
I'm no stranger to hard work, but I want to work with my mind, not my back.
So, yeah, I'm trying to work smart, not hard. You feel me? Like
Both. I'm trying to work harder and smarter.
Ah, man. I'm trying to work smart. I'm trying to make my money work for me.
If you work smart for 8 hours a day, but if you work smart for 14 hours a day, you probably get more progress with the 14-hour day.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's why I only got to take like 20-minute nap a day, bro.
Right.
I'm
Unless you get to the point where
what's
you're
that
making
sleeping
enough money.
cycle called? Does somebody know? It's a specific cycle where you sleep 20-minute increments throughout the day. Nikolai Tesla did it. And then after a year, he went crazy. But, you know what I'm saying? He got hella shit done, though, in that year, though, bro. He got hella shit done, bro. He created that fucking Tesla
15
engine,
minutes
bro.
per hour?
You know what I'm saying?
What is that? How often do you sleep?
20 minutes. Like whenever you get tired, just sleep 20 minutes, boom, get up. And
I know that 20 minutes is after once you get into a REM sleep, it's not as you want to get a smaller nap in. Like you don't want to take like a 45-hour long nap. You want to take like a 15, 20
that is
minute
correct, yeah.
nap. I know that shit.
What is that shit
That's why
called,
trap
bruh?
naps are 14 minutes. You know what I mean? Set your fucking timer for 14 minutes. That's how long we're rocking.
Yeah, bro. See, the Uberman sleep cycle, and everywhere right now
It's
saying
really
do
a
not
thing. I
do
thought
this.
this motherfucker was over here bullshitting. It's like really a thing, huh? It's a
Oh
thing.
yeah, we got a special guest at the door. Okay. Who came to join us today, man? That's what's up. I love special knocks.
Is a special knock? A special knock?
Hey, he made it on the show. Ah, bro, it's like that, and just like that, he dipped, y'all. Some people aren't cut out for the microphone. You feel me?
Quick cameo.
You feel me? Quick cameo. I don't even know who the gentleman was. This one's to him though. But no, man. Back to all the flowers. Just because Burner was there, and homie was kind of like they were passing around some cereal milk, right? Shout out to Powers for hooking up on the cereal milk and the Gary Payton, man. That
I
shit
heard
was
it's trash.
Yeah.
I heard the cereal milk is trash.
I'll say this, bro. It tastes mad
Word
good.
on the
It's
street
not
is-
burning the way you would want it
Does
to.
taste good? I heard cinnamon toast crunch. That's what I heard.
It tastes like. I mean, I won't say it tastes like it has a cinnamon taste to it. You feel me? Just it reminds you of some cinnamon toast crunch for sure. But it's not hurting. It's not pleasing to your throat. It's hurting the fuck out of
Bruh,
you.
and I was like, I don't want to smoke cereal milk. Cereal milk is the shit I throw away, bro. I don't drink that shit. That's like the leftovers. You know what I mean?
but you eating it with your cereal as you're taking spoonfuls. You dig?
I'm like, I don't want to smoke no cereal milk.
It tastes.
When I think about cereal milk, I think about living with hella niggas and being 2-day-old cereal milk. All the cereal milk was 2 days old because that's the shit you leave. You know what I'm saying? That's the motherfuckers leave on the table for 2 days. Like, is this cereal milk? When I think of cereal milk, that's the shit you find in the kitchen.
Damn, bro, that's where your mind goes right when you see that.
Yeah, I'm like,
shit.
is this cereal milk? Ew. Hey, because motherfuckers, look, when you live in a house full of dudes, a motherfucker will eat a bowl of cereal, set it next to the couch. You feel me? Set the leftover milk next to the couch. 2 days later, you're like, is this fucking cereal milk?
Nah, bro, that shit
What
starts
the
to
fuck?
smell too, bro. That shit nasty. That shit turn into
Doesn't sound
cottage
like
cheese,
anything I
bro.
wanna smoke.
Shit turns into cottage cheese after a while, bro. Just sits there. And you always gotta get in an argument about the dishes.
I hope El Chivo hits, bro, because the strains, I don't know that I'm on that hype on it.
You haven't
I'm not-
listened to El Chivo?
You know what I mean? I have listened to El Chivo, and it's some gas. I'll say he brought some shit back. I'm not, man, keep it 100. I don't fuck with Be Real, bro. I fuck with Be Real. Hey, as an icon, what he's done for the culture, yo, that shit is real. But if you come with another Cat in the Hat, Bars from Mars, we smoking, no joking, bro, I'm like, we really smoke. We do it big. You feel me, dog? You dig? I'm like, oh my God, man. Like, that's when it really.
That's how you know it's a burner album,
No,
though.
I was a burner head. I was like a burner head. Like, Another Day was like hella dope. Like the White Album, I was like all into the
White
shit.
Album was dope.
Urban Farmer, bro. I had the whole shit memorized. And then he got with Be Real. And I'm like,
with
bro, I can only
Prohibition,
miss-
you weren't fucking with that.
Look, I feel like this.
Either one.
Burner, Be Real is the burner, what E Mozzie is to Mozzie. You feel me? You're like a Mozzie song be slapping, you're like, oh, this shit gas, bro. Then E Mozzie come on, and you're like, oh man, switch that shit.
Yeah, bro.
I feel like that's how the Burner shit is. Like, I don't even know what the name of his album was with bruh. What's the name of the Be Real album?
I think it's Prohibition.
Yeah, Prohibition. I listened to you.
One,
Listen to
two,
the
and
first
three.
verse.
I didn't
First
listen to
verse,
any of 'em.
gas. Second verse, trash. That's what I'm like, bruh. So that's what. Matter of fact, I'm the El Chivo shit. I was actually digging some of the shit. He was gassing. He was talking about 41st and Noriega, that thin mint smell and shit. And I'm like, bruh, we get cookies from there. Still to this day, you know what I mean? We get them city cookies. You know what I mean? We get that city grown shit. I was feeling that shit. I was like, oh, this shit's going.
That's some kind of
Then
man.
Be Real came on, and I was like, damn. And he was
Yo,
like,
this fool's
take a bigger tote.
You are
we smoke.
You are really disappointed about that
Man.
mother when you heard his voice. This fool said "Be Real" came
Hey.
on, bro. And I'm like,
Hey, he came keep feeling that. That's his homie, bro. They was kicking it at all hours. That's the story post. He had the story post with Be Real. So
yeah, bro. Nah, shout out to the real.
they got
Be
a
Real,
star.
bro.
Cypress
You
Hill
know
got a
what I'm
star.
saying?
They did their thing, but hey, keep it all the way 100.
Hey, nah, bro. I never
fucked
met
with
Be
Cypress
Real
Hill
though.
when they did rock music. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I went to a
fuck-
rock
that's
Cypress
what I'm
Hill
saying,
show,
bro. I fuck
and
with
that
Cypress
shit is
Hill,
way
man.
better than any of this fucking rap.
I'll tell you that, bro. I do agree with that. I do like Be Real a lot more with Cypress Hill than I do solo.
Hey.
I'll agree with that.
Back in the early 90s when
said
back
cat
in
in
the
a
early
hat.
90s when rap was new, you know what I mean? They're like a big deal.
Hey, bro.
But 20 I
Hey.
don't even know how long ago. 20 years later.
What do you think the greatest thing Cypress Hill did, bro? For
Man.
me, it was when they smoked weed live on Saturday Night Live.
When who did that? Be Real?
Cypress Hill. No, I think it was DJ Muggs. I think DJ Muggs sparked up a joint when they were on stage.
I went to one of their shows and they had
they
like,
cut
they had
it to
12-foot
commercial,
bong.
bro.
They had a 12-foot bong and they had people clearing this 12-foot bong and I was like, oh, that's lit. I was like, that's lit. And it was a huge like glass bong
On stage?
on stage.
You hit that
Motherfuckers-
shit.
No, not me personally, but they were bringing people on stage.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple people came in and cleared this long ass bong. They're lighting this shit up. I was like, damn, that shit. And the bong was like for the flex too, you know what I mean?
Hell
How much
yeah.
is a fucking 12-foot glass bong? You know,
That shit's
how many?
fucking-
Yeah,
it's a lot,
How many
bro.
12-foot fucking glass bongs do you see?
But
So
how
I
big
thought
was
that
that
was
bowl
big.
piece?
It was big, bro. The whole shit was big, and this dude really. I was there, and I was like, holy shit. That bong's huge. I was like, this is the biggest bong I've ever seen in my fucking life. Right? And it was glass. It wasn't like one of those cheap plastic pink tubes.
They
and
had
shit.
a ladder, huh? For motherfuckers to go up and hit it.
And this white dude came on, some hey bro ass dude came on, and took one of the biggest hits I've ever seen in my life. I thought it was staged because they picked somebody out of the crowd.
Yeah.
And I'm like, randomly, this motherfucker is the most smokingest nigga I've ever seen in my whole life. I was like, damn. So, yeah, that shit was.
That place was hot. But what was this
That shit
at?
was at the Fillmore.
Oh shit! Okay, at the Moore.
Yeah.
There we go. You was crazy.
I had a
bro.
punk rock. I had actually not even punk rock. Like a heavy metal rocker roommate who was like had Cypress Hill tickets. He's like,
Let's
I'm
go.
like, Cypress Hill does rock. He's like, yeah, that's their new shit. They're on this heavy metal shit. And I was like, okay.
Which album was this?
The rock one. But I was like, man. And I'll
Oh,
tell
my
you,
Lord.
that shit is way more listenable, bro. I'd rather listen to the heavy metal shit than Be Real flow. His flow, man. I feel like he got a bunch of yes men around him because somebody's got to be like, bruh, this shit.
Bro, that's how most rappers are, bro. You end up
This
getting
shit
that
was
circle
horrible.
around this, like, yeah, bro, this shit was fire, bro. Bro, that shit will be your downfall, bro. You need a real one. Be like, look, bro, this album ain't your album. Scratch this shit. Start from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like that's typically how it gotta be, bro.
And you got like, and Burner's kind of lyrical, so you got this motherfucker gassing you on every track.
Yeah, bro.
Like it even makes him even look worse. You know what I mean? It makes
I
him
don't know
even
why
look
Burner
worse.
even doing. Yeah, I don't know why Burner's like, look, bro, like
For the marketing and the promotion, it's a good move for the marketing and promotion.
for
Like,
who though? For Be
for
Real?
both. No, because Be Real's a big name. You know what I mean?
For sure.
There'd be millions of people
It
watching
is.
that fucking hot box, bro. Like,
that is true.
How many
That is
people? You know what I
true.
mean?
That
So
is true.
and I think they both kind of brought
The
each
artists
other
are
up.
dope though. That he be getting too. That's a big factor.
So I think
as well.
Burner helped him stay relevant, and I think that Be Real like brought in like Burner's like audience. You know what I mean? They brought in some of his audience, and yeah, I think they worked well for each other. But I think the music, god damn, that shit is trash. I can't even co-sign it. That's the shit I wanted to like. I wanted to like
That's the
Prohibition
shit
when
I
it came
wanted
out.
to like.
I was like, okay, cool. I was like, man,
Yeah,
is
nah,
this
shit.
motherfucker really?
Yeah, no, I don't think I heard not one track off of any of the three at all.
And I heard half the tracks, and then Burner and Be Real would come on, and I'd be like, bro, change that shit.
Nah, bro.
Change
But
that
El
shit
Chivo,
fast.
I'm glad El Chivo came out fire, bro. The track he had with Wiz Khalifa was gas, and the one he had with I don't know their name, but that dope ass band from Mexico.
I was gonna say a little Mexican dude.
yeah,
little
la homie
Mexican
Chris.
dude.
Chris,
Little
my homie
Chris.
Chris with the 18 S's.
He was speaking English on Instagram. I was
Yo,
like, hold on, bro.
No, he speak English, bro.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah.
man, I didn't even know.
Yo,
Shit
shout
took
out,
me
man.
off guard.
He fucked with us out there in SoCal, man. He came through to the doja. You know what I'm saying? To the doja spot one time. Said what's up. He's a cool homie, man. You gotta make sure you find Chris with 18 S's.
It's Chris.
Chris on it with 18 S's on IG. If y'all got anything, y'all got 17 S's, 5 S's, whatever, y'all off. 18 S's, bro. I'm telling you. Nah, bro. Funny story, bro. That's how he hit us up. He's like, yo, what's up, bro? It's Chris with 18 S's. I was just like,
Yes, Yocho. I was like,
nah, bro.
Yes, Yocho.
I knew what he meant, bro, because his name does have hella S's. And I was just like, 18 S's. I went back to counting. I'm like, yeah, this shit really do got 18 S's. I was like, God
I
damn.
like how you didn't even believe him. You're like, nah, bro. Nah, that ain't 18. That ain't 18. It is.
Nah, bro.
It
That
is.
shit, hey, bro, that should get you thinking. You're like, damn. Like, you want to ask, like, yo, bro, what's up with the
Nah.
18 S's,
It
bro?
doesn't make you want to ask. It makes you want to add more G's to my shit. Freddie Big, 4 G's.
I don't know, bro.
That
He-
could be a thing, man.
yeah, he's probably doing it for every birthday he's had, bro. I don't know.
Yep, I might be Freddie Big with 4 G's. That might be a new shit, bro. That 2 G's was strong. 4 got to be twice
Nah,
as
bro, that
cool.
kid, he's 20. He's like 20, I think 22. Nah, bro, he doing it
He
big
started
though,
that shit
man.
when he was 18.
Man, he started shooting his 18. Nah, bro, that dude's he's a cool cat, man. He's a good ass singer too, bro. Him and his crew, they got a big wave in the Latino community right now, bro, with the music. You out, bro? Hey, man, shout out to the homie, bro. Good looking, bro.
Dab City 916.
Dab City
Out the
916,
building.
man. Came through, supplied us with some more fire. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
You got what I mean? But yeah, no, man. Back to Chris. That motherfucker can sing. I'm sorry. I think that song alone makes the entire my bad. That like not it is an album, right? It ain't no tape or
It's an
anything. It's an
album.
album,
It's a
right?
mixtape.
It's a mixtape or album. There's two
don't
different. I think it's an album, bro, because like if they made that song from scratch, they're not gonna do that shit for a mixtape. So that's definitely an album.
Right.
So
Yeah, I guess it is an album.
yeah, so that track alone, El Chivo, and featuring that band, bro, that shit alone was just like fucking. That's just like legendary, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's super memorable. Like you got the band to make this hip hop beat from scratch. You know what I'm saying? You got
Right.
the hook in Spanish representing our culture, bro.
No, that's
you know what I'm saying? Like,
man, Burner does a good job of integrating a lot of new shit.
lot of
you
new
know?
shit,
I
yes.
feel like he was fucking with Migos before anybody was. He fucked with I Am Sue before a lot
Yeah,
of people knew who
did.
he is.
Yes, that's right.
So he fucked
he
with
had
Be
big.
Real
Crit-
when
I think he
nobody
had
else
big
would.
crit on the. I think he had big crit on the track, if I'm not mistaken, too, bro.
Yeah, he did. He had,
That
you know,
Yoko Ono song,
You know what it
I
is?
think.
Bruh came in the game with money, so he had bigger features than his name should have been. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You're
for
like,
sure.
hold on. He's making beats. You
And
know,
and he's known in the streets too, bro. That goes a long fucking way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he
Like-
got his dough, bro. He got his dough. I like it. You know what I mean? He was having tracks with Boss Hogg on like his second CD. He was having tracks with a lot of platinum artists and a lot of motherfuckers. Like, I mean, that's how he got on with the Wiz shit. Was everybody want the tree and you the tree god? Like, and especially like in the rap scene, you know, in the rap scene. Like motherfuckers want tree, and you the motherfucker who really got it, and you're rapping as well. You know, it's like a lot of people, a lot of motherfucking trappers who try to get in with the rappers. But if
Yeah.
you're rapping as well, you're already fucking with them. You know what I mean? So
sure.
and you got it. You know?
Yeah, man. No,
So-
that was a big move. I remember that shit, bro. When Burner or when Wiz Khalifa signed Burner to TGOD, that shit was major,
shit was
major.
big.
It was huge. But like you said, man, like Wiz knew, bro. Like who better to get in your corner? Like you love smoking weed. Who better to get in your corner than a team that's already known for cultivating the best weed at that time?
Who
you feel
really
me?
got it?
Yeah, who really got
Motherfuckers
it?
who really got.
They gave
the
him
gas.
KK, goddammit.
Burner was in videos with Deps talking about this is that good sun ground, winking at the camera. 'Cause everybody, all of us knew that wasn't him. Motherfuckers was on the East Coast like, yeah, bro, this is that good sun ground. Like, nah, this is that real OG, that sun grown OG.
Hey, but they was loving it.
Oh, it's still some
They
gas.
was loving it, bro. It was still, to them, yes.
them.
That shit was some fucking fire, bro.
I mean, me
That was
personally, you know, it
the-
wasn't for me, but
yeah, so I'm saying like I wouldn't take it there. You know what I'm saying?
There's a smoker for every flower.
Yeah, man.
There's
That
a
was
guy who will do it. It's not me. Not me.
no, that's a fact. Yeah, there's purple punch for other people. I think Ted said that last time he was here. You know what I'm saying? There's people who love, bro. There's people who love Flo Cannon.
There's people who love $100 zips. They don't care what it is, what it
Yeah.
look like, bro. I want $100.
I actually
zip.
know a guy. He's hella dope. He's a cool ass dude. He actually like he fucks with outdoor and depths like tough. He's like, that's all I want. I don't want no indoor. I don't want no shit given to my plant. I want that shit to be as organic as it can be.
They want that Duke of Herb, real organic shit.
Yeah, man. They want that Duke of Herb shit, man. Like that shit is there's a big wave with that too, man. I've been realizing that since Emerald Cup.
Oh, craft organic cannabis, like it's like, okay, so here's your cannabis knowledge for the week. Outside, the plant develop more fats and lipids, which make it harsher to smoke. But through the sun's rays, it also gets a lot more THC content and a lot more terpenes. So the fat and shit makes it like a little bit harsher. But the terpenes and the power, bro, they're strong. Like, yeah, shout out to Duke of Herb. I had some of his organic outdoor shit, you know what I mean? With, like homebred strains that he had that really knocked me on my ass and was like really, up there with some of the doper indoor. But
For sure.
as a whole, though, I need that dro, though. You know what I mean?
Which strains from Duke did you fuck with, bro?
18 coffins.
18 Coffins was fucking gas, bro. That was one that put me on my ass, bro.
That shit was
strong
wild.
as
I
fuck.
grew the shit indoor.
You grew
I
it
ran
indoor?
that shit indoor. I ran
was
it
that,
indoor.
bro?
Crushed it, bro. That was that
Don't
shit,
go into
bruh.
the detail with
That
the
was
growing
that
shit,
where
bro.
break
That was over my
the
head.
nah, but it was one of man. Really, that 18 coffins came out. I was opening the jar, and motherfuckers was like, "What is that? What is that?" You know what I mean? I was like, "Oh, this is that shit, bro." It really came out. It
How
was
does that
A1.
shit yield? Does shit yield big?
Good, everything. I was running jet fuel, and it was neck and neck. Like jet fuel's a yielder too, and it was like they were both huge, like round nugs, and it was like
That's what's up.
that shit was lit.
The 18 Coffin. What's that cross again?
It's OG 18 by Strawberry Diesel by OG 18.
OG 18.
Yeah. So
Is that an original cut? Like an original
I don't know. I can't verify that. I wasn't there when it was took, but
OG 18.
yeah.
bro.
So it was a true OG.
my-
I think
that's
it
from
was
my man Chris
multiple
right there.
OGs, but
OG 18 S's.
OG 18 is him, bro. One of these dopest OGs going around Sac that my partner was growing for a real long time. That nobody, you know what I mean? They would just call it Frenchie OG. It was OG 18.
Frenchie OG.
It was OG 18. That's what that shit really was. And I was like, that OG 18 is him. It's hard to find some really, really dope OG.
Yeah, especially right now. Yes, it's hella hard. Bro, I wonder if there was, you could tell me this, was there ever a time in Sacramento where OG was just fucking everywhere?
Oh, I think that, what do you mean? Like OG was everywhere. I feel like after
Like in
the
Northern
purple left,
California.
after the
even.
purple phase was phased out, it was like Kush, because Kush was lit. You know what I mean? Even Burner was rapping on that shit. We don't smoke purple, we smoke Kush.
Okay.
Like, so really, that's when the Bubba Kushes and the OGs and just some other Kushes were big lit out here. Yeah, I had a Bubba Kush cut that we were running, bro. That shit was crushing shit.
Bubba
That shit was
Kush.
crushing shit. Now that shit is Asian mids. You know what I mean? Now Bubba Kush is Asian mids, but like like 2009, 2010. If you had some dope Kush, bro, it was yeah.
And there's people looking for bubble cushions right now.
For 1400 and they're going for 17.
Shh, bro, they want them, yeah, bro, they want them fucking, they want them dumb cheap. But I need bubble cushions at like 11. I'm like, bro,
Not gonna happen.
whoa, what the fuck?
Not gonna happen. But I think that like hopefully
Hey,
that
Shabinsky, I need packed at 2,000, bro.
there's fresh depths coming in. Oh yeah, just to
on,
give y'all some hope out there. There's fresh depths coming in. So the water's coming. It's not gonna be as dry as it was. Ideally, there's a lot of you're starting to see them trickle in. You know what I mean? So within 4 weeks, it's gonna be a good influx of them. So you know, you motherfuckers who are eating out here while it's dry, raping and pillaging motherfuckers, enjoy it while it's good, get it while it's good. So because I think that the depths are gonna come in. It's gonna start to balance itself
gonna
out.
balance,
So
yeah.
all you motherfuckers panicking over the drought because you fucked off your bag and didn't have money to re-up because they're fucked off your re-up, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Have no fear. There's going to be a little tree, you know what I'm saying? It's going to come back.
It's around.
This time around, when
It's
you get
around.
your little bag, don't fuck it off. Stack it
Yeah.
up so the next time that it's dry, you can keep rocking. That's your
Fact.
game for the week. That's about all the game we can give you for the week. So before we get out of here, Doja EK, let them know what's good.
You can find me on IG at Doja EK916 as well as at Optional, baby. And thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate the love and everything every single week. We just try to give you the game that we can, and you know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all appreciate that.
Yes, sir. So take a second and subscribe to our channel. Until next week.